Hi, I'm Gina Cagle with interviews on the Radiance channel for Radiance Multidimensional Media and Radiance Magazine. And I'm here today with Deirdre Gius with Crystal Enhancements to talk about how she takes crystals, which can be powerful tools for all sorts of wonderful work in the world, and takes them and their users to the next level. Deirdre, thank you for being with us today.
It is so wonderful to be here today and to get to share my greatest love, which is crystals and opening the heart and the spirit. So thank you, Gina, for inviting me to be here today.
It's wonderful to have you. And I want to let our viewers know right off the bat, I personally am a huge fan of Deirdre and the work that she and her son, Sean, do. I have with me always crystals that have been enhanced by Deirdre, crystals that I already had that I took to her house into her wonderful room that she's sitting in right now and had her work on them. Deirdre, do you want to talk about what you do with the crystals themselves and how that affects the users?
Well, what we do, and you can look back here at this table right behind me, and you see crystals sitting on altars. And these crystals are in the process of having their energy channel opened up. And that wakes them up. It almost like they become alive. When crystals come out of Gaia, they come out of Gaia and their energy is kind of like the faucet that has the washer and it is dripping. You know, it's been turned off, but it doesn't quite go off all the way. And due to a very special young lady that I had as a student when I was teaching, and I will tell you her story in a moment, my son was given this gift by the angels and guides that he works with. And through this process on the tables, we open the energy channel. It's like you've turned on that faucet and the energy flows through the crystals like water gushing through the sink. It's been turned on all the way. So we also align the energy in these crystals to your energy matrix, because otherwise they're almost uncomfortable to hold.
Right, I've had that experience. I've picked up a crystal out at some crystal expo and just felt like, whoa, and had to put it down and clear myself off and cut the connection to the crystal because it was too much. It wasn't right.
So if you find a crystal like that and you absolutely love it, you can bring it to us. And we can, through our enhancing and aligning process, get it to fit just for you.
And how does that change the users or the customer's experience?
You know, when a crystal is discordant with you, it's an uncomfortable, jarring feeling. But when it's aligned to you, it's kind of like putting on a pair of silk pajamas. It feels amazing.
Right. And even if it's not discordant, if it's just not in its strength and not aligned with your power, it's there, it's probably helping a bit, but it's not the same, would you say?
Right, right. If you get a piece of rose quartz, and this one actually is not yet enhanced. So if you get this one and you take it home with you, it is going to help to heal you, because Gaia doesn't make mistakes. However, when it has gone through our process, it is going to help you to learn to love yourself. I mean, this one's heart-shaped, so it's going to work with your heart. And it is, okay, people say rose quartz brings in love, and it can do that. But the most important thing it does is it helps you to learn to love yourself, to accept yourself, to be at home with yourself, to open your heart to accept what is going on.
Beautiful. And would you tell us, what is the process? What can people expect if they bring you or send you their crystals? What happens?
Yeah, so they bring me or send me their crystals, and they sit on our altars for a period of time. So they would have to wait for the session to begin. And then it goes from 4 days to a week, is depending. We don't decide. That's up to the angels and the guides. We don't get to choose. So depending on, we come in daily and give energy to the crystals. The guides, the angels that work with us, they decide how to disperse it. There are certain crystals that work as the brain, energy producers, distributors. They have jobs. But it's the angels and the guides that come in to work with us, that decide which crystals get exactly how much. We come in daily and we give energy. There is a ceremony at the beginning where we honor them. There is a ceremony at the end where, if we know it's your crystal, we are going to tie it to you. If we don't know it's yours, we're going to tie it back to Gaia, and then we will align it to the person who gets it at the point of purchase or gifting, depending on how they get it.
I see. And so they enhance to different levels. How is that? You mentioned the angels decide the levels, and I'm sure the crystals have some say in it too.
Oh,
And
yes.
then that's also connected to the person who's going to, if you know who they are,
Right.
what they need. Is that right?
Right. Now, most crystals are between about a 3.7 and a 3.95. That is like you've turned the faucet on almost all the way. If you are dealing with cancer and you need something stronger, it will go up over a 4. A 4, you actually have to go to the bathtub and turn that faucet on. Stronger. Gaia has energy at a level 10, and I'm looking outside at Gaia. Her level is at a level 10.
I see.
So they don't really do anything that goes above a level 5 ever. It's too strong for our matrix. If you want crystals for your pet, they will be at a level 1. Animals are so much more sensitive than we are. So we want to keep their stones at a level that is going to be comfortable for them. And both my cats wear necklaces. My dogs have pets under their beds. My one dog is very anxious. She went through many homes in the pound prior to our getting her, and she has a lot of anxiety. So stones work for animals, crystals as well. And so she has her crystals under her bed.
Beautiful. I love that. And you mentioned Diana. What's Diana's story?
Diana is the little girl who started it all. You know, I was a school teacher for almost 20 years. And Diana's brother was in my class, and he had a few minor behavioral issues, and I got to be really close with his family. And his little sister had Noonan syndrome, chronic vomiting, cyclic vomiting, rheumatoid arthritis, and many more autoimmune diseases. And his mom, she was going in and out of the hospital twice a week. His mom came to me one day and says, "There's nothing more the doctors can do. They're sending us off on our Make-A-Wish trip, and they've just told us to get ready." And I went, "No, I love this little girl. No." And I came home to Sean, and my son Sean is probably the strongest healer I have ever met. I said, Sean, you got to do something. And he said, but Mom, you know, every time we send healing to Diana, it just bounces right back. And I said, well, Sean, read her blueprint. Sean has abilities and talents that are different than mine. Not necessarily stronger, but different. And he said, nope, her blueprint does not say she's here to die. And I said, then there's got to be a way we can get her healing. And he said, well, Mom, they tell us if we put the healing into crystals, that she can accept it that way. And he said, but Mom, I don't know how to do that. Now you got to understand, my son, Sean, in this world, he's labeled autistic. He's on the Asperger's syndrome. And so things that come easily for you and I can be a real challenge for him. And I said, well, if they told you we put it into crystals, they're going to tell us how. And so he asked, and they taught him. And we put one little piece of rose quartz on a little altar that he had. And we went through a ceremony. And I called my Catholic parent from my public school classroom. And Mom was so desperate, she took it home. And Diana didn't go to the hospital that week. And she came back going, Miss Selby, what did you do? My Diana didn't go to the hospital. And we got her a few more crystals. And about a month later, she came back and she said, Miss Selby, my Diana ate a tortilla. My Diana's never eaten a tortilla. She's 8 years old. She's never eaten a whole tortilla in her entire life.
Wow.
It's been 5 years. Diana has been in the hospital 4 times in the last 5 years.
Wow.
She is alive.
Right.
Plays. The doctors cannot figure out what has happened with Diana. We do Reiki with Diana. We do Tai Chi healing with Diana. We do, and Mom, Diana's story is on our website, which you can find at crystalenhancements.com. And you can read it in much greater detail along with Mom's endorsement. So.
And that was the beginning, and that's when you knew.
Well, you know, angels and God, they don't do things for one person. Their entreaty to us was, okay, we've helped Diana. Now, get this out to as many people as you can.
Right.
Share it. So I'm teaching full-time. My son's working full-time at the casino. My husband's working full-time as a computer geek. My husband, rather. Terry's working full-time at Macy's. And we're going out to every show and every place we can think of.
Right.
With crystal enhancements.
Right. Right. Well, I just love what you do. I want to show everybody. You just started something new and wonderful, and I love it so much. With that combines a reading, which you do so amazingly well, with the power of crystals. And so everyone watching, Deirdre did a reading for me using tarot and oracle cards, and also her wonderful intuitive gifts, and some input with Sean towards the end, which was fun, and created for me this amazing pendant. I hope you can see that there. This is a sheen obsidian and a Herkimer diamond, which was just what I needed. And Deirdre, it's so funny because when you mentioned, I think you said obsidian first, and I kind of had some pushback. And you were like, well, okay, I mean, we can do something else. But then you came up with this, and I looked up sheen obsidian and what it actually does and helps with, and the Herkimer diamond. And it was mainly for the root chakra and rooting and grounding and all of that, because I've got so much going on up here with the energy healing work that I do. I was neglecting my root chakra, and you knew that, even though we hadn't talked about it. And so I realized, okay, I need to get out of the way and let Deirdre do her thing. And since wearing this, I wear this pendant every day, especially when I'm working. And I have my big guy that I showed you all earlier. I also had Deirdre work on this beautiful piece of amethyst. And then these two pieces you also did, fluorite and a clear quartz.
Yes.
And these really helped me go to the quantum field, the Akashic records and other areas of the quantum field. And whew, when I hold these and go, pew, it's like, it's so easy now to go. And oftentimes when I do my sessions with my clients, I sit with this in my lap. And I'm both,
multiplies your
yes,
abilities.
yeah. So between these two, just these two pieces, this and the clear quartz, I'm rooted and grounded and stable and secure and fed by Mother Gaia, but also uplifted and empowered to a whole nother level. So I can feel it, and I can attest to it personally, the effect of using these stones.
Why I do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's real. So you have some lovelies behind you, and I know you have some things to show us with you. Would you like to do a little show and tell now?
I have a few things to show and tell.
Okay.
I can't help but wanting to show and tell.
Of course.
One of the things I love is to do mantras.
Hmm.
And one of my favorite mantras is Om Namo Narayanaya. And this mala
Wow.
was designed particularly for that mantra, Om Namo Narayanaya. It is turquoise, amethyst, prehnite, and it has some angelite, and it just brings you into that watery of the movement.
Yes, that is gorgeous.
It's hand knotted with sterling silver accents.
Wow. And what does that mantra mean?
It is all about flowing through your troubles like the water flows among the rocks in the stream.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
it's one of my favorites. If you go to my website, we have a 40-day practice on it.
Oh, wonderful. That's crystalenhancements.com.
Yes.
Okay.
A full 40-day practice. And my husband, Scott, is an amazing musician, and he did all the music for it.
Oh, how special.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, what else do you have for us?
I have this prehnite pendant.
Oh, gorgeous.
And prehnite is all about healing the healer. He who takes care of others. So prehnite is absolutely beautiful. Amethyst, of course, is relaxation. Yeah.
Look at the colors.
Yeah, and this flame, of course, you've got with amethyst, you've got your amethyst flame.
Amazing.
I absolutely love Lemurian quartz.
Ooh.
And this piece is so full. They're probably not going to see them here because the light, but it's full of rainbows. And Lemurian quartz has all the coding that the Lemurians left us. This is not one that you charge or that you put your intentions into. It comes pre-coded.
So is that something that you could enhance, or does it need it, or no?
You can always enhance because it wakes it up. It brings it to life.
I see.
It's already there, but you can just make it pop.
Right. And then bond it with the intended owner.
Yes.
I see.
Exactly. Now, one thing, if you get something and it's enhanced and it's bonded to you, and then you go, but you know, I really, really, really need to give this to my cousin because she needs it more than I do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's bonded to you, it bonds so closely that if you give it away to somebody, it's going to try to change their energy matrix to your energy matrix. And
Mm.
that's not good for them.
Mm-hmm.
But all you need to do is call us on the phone and we will change its alignment to them. And that's
Mm.
a free service, and it will always be a free service
Wow.
because we want every piece to be aligned to the person who actually has it.
Mm-hmm.
Energy flows through them so strongly that we want to make sure that they are always bonded to the right person.
Marvelous.
If you have problems with grounding, but you want to connect to the other side, this is black opal, but it's a cube. So black opal is all about connecting with the other side,
Mm.
but a cube is all about grounding and stabilizing.
Oh, interesting. And so
So
by the other side, do you mean, so that would be useful for maybe a medium?
exactly.
I see.
Connecting to, my son has always been able to connect and talk to everybody on the other side.
Mm.
It just, he never lost, because I never told him it wasn't so, he never lost that ability, even
Right.
though he's 25.
Mm-hmm.
So black opal really helps make it even easier for him.
Mm.
But he also has a tendency to float off up here somewhere.
I understand.
So things that help to ground him are super important.
Right.
Now, agate is all about connecting our spiritual, our emotional, our mental. I missed one. And our physical.
There you go.
And this dragon is just absolutely out of this world. And his third eye is open for us.
Oh, I see.
Septarian is all about mothering you.
Wow.
And spheres send out energy 360 degrees.
Yes.
See, I think I'll do one more.
It's so hard to stop. Don't
It's
stop.
hard to stop. So selenite. The selenite we all see is white.
Yeah.
This is tangerine selenite, and it has iron in it. Our
Oh.
selenite cleanses us, and it, again, it's liquid light that just comes in and connects to the above.
Mm-hmm.
But when you add in the iron, it adds that grounding piece.
Ah. Fascinating.
And it is exquisitely beautiful. Just
It is.
exquisitely gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay, wrap them all up. I'll take them all.
I have more here, but I
I'm
think
sure.
that probably gives you enough of a taste.
Yep, that's excellent. Thank you so much. And so what is your favorite? What do you like to work with regularly?
My favorite thing to do is to help people to find and grow their own spiritual gifts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is, you know, and maybe I'm doing myself out of a job, but you don't really need me. You need to connect for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people doubt themselves and they are just unwilling to really trust themselves. And if I can connect with you, then I can get you to fully believe in yourself. And I can work with connecting your third eye with your pineal gland so that you can take yourself out there. And I can give you the stones and the crown with the right stones to help you to really go out and grow.
Right.
And it can be a necklace, a pendant, any of that. Then my heart's happy. And I have a real gift for being able to figure out what it is that you need in order to be able to fully grow in your gifts. And I have this, may I show you? I have this amazing bowl. It'll just take your chakras and it's in the key of C, so it grounds you. It's got platinum coating, so it grabs on with your angels and it just weaves your chakras together.
Oh, yes, please.
And it's covered with lotus leaves.
Just incredible. I don't know about you watching. I hope you had your volume up. If not, rewind, put your volume up. I felt that started in the brow and then made its way up and down. First in the top 3 chakras and then down into the heart, and then the heart expanded and opened and then made its way down into the lower 3. That was intense.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much.
I love that bowl. I would love somebody to be able to do it to me, but it only likes me.
Wonderful. Well, is there anything else you would like to share with us before we go?
I would love to pull a card for you.
Oh, would you really?
I would. Do we have time?
Sure, why not? It's your interview. Whatever you like.
So, Gina, have an intention. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information. And this card is talking to you about your practice and about the people that you serve, and that you are a mouthpiece to help so many. And you are a medicine guardian. And medicine is not something that comes out of a bottle or a pill. It is so often something that comes out of our heart and through our words. And they want to say thank you.
Thank you so much. That definitely resonates. Thank you. Everyone watching, I hope you take note as well and be your own medicine guardians for yourself and for those you love, those in your community. If you'd like to learn more about Deirdre and Sean and all that they do, remember you can go to crystalenhancements.com.
I have a Facebook group.
Yes, I was just getting that. Go
Oh,
for
okay.
it.
That is opening and enhancing your spiritual gifts.
Mhm.
And
That's your group on Facebook.
that is my group. And then I also have Crystal Enhancements is on Facebook as well.
Is a page.
Yes, as a page.
Perfect. And you post these wonderful live videos fairly frequently where you're showing crystals and talking about different stones and different properties. Do you post this in the group or the page or both?
The Crystals of the Awakening are done in the group.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
also do meditations quite often in the group.
Mm-hmm.
The mantras are in the Facebook page. So there will be different things on the different pages.
So go join and like everybody. Get in on all that amazing stuff. It just shows up in my news feed and I take part and love it. I don't pay attention to where it comes from. Thank you so much, Deirdre, for all that you do for everyone, for the community, and your customers and clients. I hope they all flock to you right now.
Oh, we didn't talk about an offer, did we?
You know what? We did not. Would you like to make an offer to our viewers?
I sure would.
Mm,
And I was thinking that what I would offer our viewers is, you know, that reading and pendant that you were talking about.
yes.
So I was thinking that whatever I am charging for it at any given time, if our viewers put in radiance,
Mm-hmm.
it will be 20% off for them.
Oh, marvelous. Wonderful. Thank you so much. 20% off, and the coupon code is Radiance.
I thought that was an easy coupon
Yes,
code to remember.
I agree. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
So
Okay, well, everyone, thank you for watching. And Deirdre, thank you for joining us today.
thank you so much for having me.